Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
At their own 24-yard line.
Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Howard, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
No!
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
57, Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 57's Mike.
Now Howard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Jordan Howard.
Good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Eric
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Bills.
Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here we go, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete.
The pass.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
34 yards. First down, Jets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down, Jets.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30.
Jarrett, the quarterback.
Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Second down.
2nd and long. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth
The
down.
pass intended
They're
for
bringing a lot of
DJ
pressure here
Shark.
already in the first quarter.
Incomplete.
Already sacked him once. Got to get
DeAndre
in there and
Baker
knock
there
another one
defensively.
away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check, 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 check. Mike 56, Mike 56. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Touchdown, New York.
Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an
Gano
extra point
on
away
for the
from
extra
tying
point.
this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that
The
happen?
kick is good.
Man, I think you start with the offense
That
and you
ties
give
the
them
game
credit for
at
going for
7.
it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the
Michael
ball
Dixon
back for your
set
own
to
team.
kick off.
Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he
The
would have
Bills
been
take
if he
over
had simply
first and
gone down
10
to a knee at the
at their own
25.
25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
Me
adjustments.
and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Jordan Howard.
A gain of 11 to
That's
kick
good
off the drive,
for
and it's a quick
Buffalo
first down.
Bills.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down
First
later in
and
the
10
game, but
at
this
the
guy set the
36-yard
tone early,
line.
running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And that'll hurt the average
Jordan
a bit as
Howard,
this
the
time
ball
they're able to
carrier.
get him behind the line.
He was
2
taken
yards
down
the
behind
loss,
the line of
2nd and
scrimmage.
12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line
Jordan
of
Howard,
scrimmage.
the ball carrier.
Maybe a
Taken
gain of a
down
yard
right
that
at the
time,
line
but
of scrimmage.
from the spot, actually no gain.
on the
So
play.
3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Mike, check, check, 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll only get this to
Darnold's
about the
pass
44 as they
complete
stop
to
him
Eric
short of the
Ebron.
line to gain.
On
Michael
3rd down,
Pilardi
you'll give
in
them
punt
that. You just
formation.
want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good
Tyreek
return that
Hill on
time.
the return.
18 yards.
The Jets
and
take
the
over
Jets will
first
take
and
over
10.
1st and 10.
At their own
Back onto the field
19-yard
come the
line.
New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it.
The
And it
pass.
took the ball off course.
Intended
Nigel
for
Bradham,
Tyreek
the
Hill.
linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes
The quarterback
down.
is sacked.
After the sack, they'll
Oh,
come up
Buffalo
now 3rd and
yards.
long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And going deep. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start
His
to
kick
this quarter,
is
as you
good.
noted. And now with
Makes
that
the
lead that we're
score
seeing,
Jets
can they
14,
retaliate? I get the
Bills
sense
7.
this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that
Michael
probably won't be the
Dixon
last
set to
long
kick off.
touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the
Bills
same
take over
result,
first
and he
and
opted for the
10
touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball
A
again.
7-yard
They'll
pickup.
operate from the
Brings up
32-yard line here, second and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this to Ward. 4 yards the pickup, first
Jr.
down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Through one quarter,
Into the first
14-7
quarter.
our score.
With the score, Jets 14, Bills 7.
Big stop. G.
So from the
Big stop.
36
Let's
now,
go.
first and 10.
Hey, check.
Running with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to
Number
about the
34,
37.
Jordan Howard, the ball
Just a
carrier.
yard on the first down
He's brought
carry,
down
so it's
at the
second and 9.
37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Darnold's
It
pass.
brings up third.
Intended for Jordan
After an
Howard.
incomplete pass on
Incomplete.
second down, that'll leave him
Now
trying to
third
convert
down and
on
9
third and
yards
9.
to go.
50 the mic.
And it falls incomplete after almost being
pass.
intercepted.
Intended for
A
Greg
pick there would
Ward.
have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Michael Velarde in punt
Has to be a little bit
formation.
of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the
Fair catch.
20 as the
Made
fair
at the
catch is made right
19-yard
about the
line.
19-yard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some
pass.
separation. The way that they're
Complete
functioning
to
on
Tyreek
offense
Hill.
now, they can create a pretty good
A gain
gap.
of 31
Allows their defense
yards.
to play with a little more verve and
First down.
confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together
Number
for consecutive
24,
touchdowns. Well,
Nick
right here
Chubb,
they're trying to make it
ball
3 in a row.
He was
5
brought
yards
down
is
by
the tally
James
on first
Bradbury.
down. That brings up second and
It's a
5.
gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Second down pass.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about
At
it,
the
and his
9-yard
coaching
line.
staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first and goal, Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind
Jordan
the line
Howard,
of
the
scrimmage.
ball carrier.
A loss of 2 there,
Brought
second
behind
down.
the line
Yeah,
of
another
scrimmage.
negative play in an
A
early
loss of
down
2.
situation. This
Brings
one to
up
start the
second
drive.
and goal.
You're putting a lot of
At
pressure
the
on your quarterback to
11-yard
bail you
line.
out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third
Complete
down.
to Jordan Howard. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Darnold from the gun. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sammy
Sammy Watkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Let's go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The pass.
Hey, nothing to see here.
Complete
Just your
to number
standard
2.
4th down gain of 28
28-yard
yards.
gain.
And the drive keeps going.
And the
And he'll
Jets
let this
first
one go
down.
deep for Chark. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
DJ
New
Chark.
York.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first
Graham
half that
Gano
leaves us
on for the extra
anticipating
point.
what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty
kick
more before
is
this
good.
game is over.
Makes
Gano the
score,
extra
Jets
point.
21.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Bills 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Incomplete.
Darnold's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings
The
up
Bills
a
on 3rd down.
and
Just
10
1 for
yards
3
to
thus
go.
far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, check.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
What was that, Ruff?
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down, you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
All Oh, he trucked him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Jordan Howard.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run with Howard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Jets' 40-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will be incomplete.
Darnold's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10.
Here we go. 50-50. Mike 50.
Crunch time, defense.
Darnold. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
We got to do our job, man.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up
Michael
four.
Palardi
Now, that's
in
smart
punt
football
formation.
right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge.
He's got daylight, the 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
All the way in, touchdown, New York.
New York.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in
Rams
this
gonna
first
hold
half.
on for the
And the
extra
Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to
kick
come
is
in
good.
here and go toe-to-toe with these
Makes the
guys,
score Jets
it certainly
28,
does not hurt
Bills
if you hit them with a
14.
big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some
Michael
confidence. And the
Dixon
other
set
thing
to
right
kick
now,
off.
it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And they will
The
not
Bills
get a
take
chance
over
to
first
return
and
this one
10
as it's through the
at
end
their
zone
own
for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first and 10, Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's
He'll be
pass
dropped after a
complete
gain
to
of
Eric
about
Ebron.
6 across the 30 to the 31.
24. Jet 24.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's good for a
Still
Buffalo
all sorts of
Bills.
time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it
First
one
and
play
10
at a
at the
time. But the
35-yard
truth
line.
is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete to Ward. No gain there on the
Darnold's pass
completion. Second and 10.
to Greg Ward Jr.
That was a simple throw and catch,
gain
but
on
even
the
with that
play.
completion,
Brings up second
0 yards
and 10
gained, so they're
at the
behind schedule
35-yard
on down and
line.
distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 34,
handoff to
well
Jordan
short
Howard.
of the first down
Eric
marker.
Reed on the
Now the
tackle.
Jets going to use the second
gain
of
of
their
12
3
yards.
timeouts
Brings
as
up
they'll
fourth
stop it
down.
with just over 40 seconds to go in the
Austin
first half.
Seibert on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
A gain of 16 yards.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tyreek Hill, the ball carrier.
Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Number 87.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nick Chubb, the
in
ball
the first
carrier.
half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Holding offense.
No!
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? They'll set up a throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
The pass.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Pass interference.
Let's check in with our
Offense.
referee.
Come on, man.
So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll get this only up to
Number
about the 35.
34, Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard
Brought down
gain
at
there to
the
make it second and 9.
35-yard line.
You got him.
A gain of a yard.
Got him.
Brings up second and 9.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Whoa!
Here's Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe
Darnold's
lucky it
pass.
wasn't a fumble as he got hit
Thrown
as he
to the
threw it.
sideline
This
and
offense in
incomplete.
desperate need of a
It's
conversion
now
as they
third
come
down
up on
and
3rd
9
down.
yards to go.
Now it's Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Intercepted by the Jets.
Well, I tell you, Brandon,
They'll
this
take
ball's
over
intercepted,
first and
but it
10
is 3rd down.
at their
So the
own
silver lining is that
25-yard
since this
line.
is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football
The pass.
in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
Nigel
George
Bradham,
Kittle.
the linebacker, right
Incomplete.
there on the coverage.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Key 8. Key 8. Right,
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
The pass.
They get
Complete to
6.
Nick
That'll
Chubb.
leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
Back to throw
3rd
again.
down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball in this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken
Jordan
down,
Howard,
losing
the ball
yardage
carrier.
at the 50, right at
Chase Young
midfield.
on the tackle.
A 3-yard
The
loss
tackle
to
made
start the
back at
drive. They'll look to
midfield.
make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this
Jordan
one.
Howard, the
I would
ball
think they'd
carrier.
have to start throwing it a little bit
Tackle
more.
made at the
This
49-yard line.
offense in desperate
A gain
need of a
of 1.
conversion as they
Brings
come
up
up on
3rd
3rd
and
down.
12.
50 to Mike. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Good contain, no
pass.
gain on the screen, and it'll bring
Complete to
up
Jordan
4th
Howard.
down.
I know you've got a baseball background.
No gain on
Right?
the play.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Started
It's
minor
4th
league
Yeah,
ball.
you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right? It
Tells you
starts-
whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen
The
get
Jets
when they're
take
getting
over
ready to run a
1st
screen
and
pass?
10.
And if those get red,
At their own 20-yard
well, we
line.
just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Room here to run. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
One thing to open for when you run drag routes,
at the
you're able to hit a
26-yard
receiver
line.
in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down.
Sam
Back at
Darnold,
about the 37-yard line.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Back now here on EA
That's the end of
Sports.
the third quarter of
The
play.
Bills on third
With the
down.
score,
It's
Jets
been a problem.
28,
Just 1 for 7
Bills
thus far.
14.
This is third and 16. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Pass.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
Tyreek Hill, 63 yards.
Graham
and the Jets are
Gano
going to add
for
on
the
to their
extra
lead.
point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more
His
comfortable.
kick
And your
is
first
good.
thought is there
Makes
bad
the
blood
score
that went into
Jets
this one ahead
35,
of time, that maybe
Bills
they're seeking some
14.
revenge or they just don't like them?
Michael
But the other thing
Dixon
that always
set to
hits me
kick off.
is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes
The
into
Bills
play
take
later?
over
And
first
that'll
down
carry
10
over the back
at
line of
their
the
own
end zone for a
25-yard
touchback.
line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Greg Ward
5 yards
Jr.
on the catch there, brings
It's
up
a gain
second
of
down.
5.
Decent start to the
Brings up
drive, but
second
let's face it,
and
they need a
5
lot of things to
at
go
the
right in a
30-yard
short amount of
line.
time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Tight down. There you go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. They'll drop this underneath to Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
For a Buffalo
9 yards to
Bills.
pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Double up.
To the air again, Darnold. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
50, Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of
Defensively, we
scrimmage.
always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on, D.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Bring it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He knocks him back. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of
a really
25
nice
yards.
gain of 25 yards.
Jets.
And Kittle catching the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete
Another
to
good
George
gain.
Kittle.
That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stop short of
Just
the
a
goal
gain
line.
of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Nick Chubb on the carry.
Nick Chubb,
Touchdown,
his 3rd
New York.
touchdown now on
Graham
the year.
Gano on
And the
for the
Jets
extra
find a way to
point.
stretch their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive
kick
line.
is
Right there, they
good.
really helped with that score.
Makes the
Didn't they
score
tell us in
Jets
our meeting that when we
42.
score touchdowns,
Bills 14.
running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw
Michael
evidence of
Dixon
that on
set
that
to
play.
kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bills take over
Sam
at 1st and
Darnold
10.
leading the offense
At
out
their
for their
own
next possession.
25-yard line.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
He'll get this to Ward. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's good.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He leaves this one for Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's good for
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down and goal to go.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is 50.
Darnold to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete to Tyrell Williams.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal at the
And
4-yard
down
line.
he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Sam Darnold.
The Jets are going to
sacked.
use the first of their timeouts. It's just their
A loss
first.
of
They've
10.
got 2 more to
Brings up
use
third
here in the
and
final
goal.
stages. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike 50. Mike 50.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Man, why are we doing this?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Here we go.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
42.
Extra point by
Bills,
Simon,
21.
up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the
Jets take
30-yard
over
line.
first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
He is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but
second and 10
good
at
thought.
the
After what
30-yard
they've faced
line.
during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
I'm here all day. 56. 56 is the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended
He
for
was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that
Incomplete.
time. And it'll bring up third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Bills
Line of
take over
scrimmage, the
first and
37
10
on first
at
and 10.
the 37-yard line.
57 is the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
It's gonna be a long day.
And he finds Howard
It's gonna be a
complete.
long day.
That catch good for only a
Darnold's
couple.
pass complete to Jordan Howard. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
So
It's
second and 8 here
8.
after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 57.
Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Darnold's pass
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
intercepted by
And
the
a big
Jets.
turnover there
They'll
as his
take over
guys will
first
get the
and
football
10
back.
at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Today's final score, Jets
Charles, it's
42.
one thing to win. It's another
Bills
thing to win and
21.
put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.